Join me Wednesday nights when we showcase some of my favorite episodes with new and original behind-the-scenes commentary. Stay safe, stay home, and stay tuned. I'm here at Bitter Creek National Wildlife Refuge, about 70 miles north of Los Angeles. It's just a beautiful, beautiful spot, as you can see. And where I'm standing is significant because this is where the very last California condor in the wild was captured. At one point, there were only 23 of these magnificent birds left in the world. And these guys started a breeding program, and now there's well over 500, and they've come back very, very strong. And you're gonna meet a California condor in just a minute up close. A friend of mine, Amber Arbucci, she's a wildlife photographer and a former model, and she's gonna be taking some pictures for us today. But she needed a vehicle specific for this task, one that's quiet, but can go off-road. Well, let me show it to you. Here she comes now. Hey, Amber.
Hey, Jay. How's it going?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So tell us what we got here.
It's the all-electric Bollinger.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. I mean, we're going to be able to get up on the wildlife without them even knowing a thing. We'll be like ninjas.
This prototype Bollinger is the world's first fully electric sports utility truck. The minimalist interior and dual-motor electric drivetrain leads to an unprecedented amount of storage space. And you can convert it to a half cab. With four-wheel drive, zero emissions, and no engine noise, and virtually 360 degrees of visibility, it's the perfect vehicle for those who want to take nothing but pictures and leave nothing behind but tire tracks.
Now tell me about you. What came first, the modeling or the photography?
I've always wanted to be a wildlife photographer ever since I can remember, since a little kid. And then I got into modeling like later on. And while I was modeling, I thought, you know, I still had this calling and this passion. So I actually started doing my photography while I was modeling. And I'd go back and forth, Africa, New York, all of that. So.
Wow, is that your favorite place to go, Africa?
I love Africa, but I also do a lot of stuff underwater too. Like I do a lot of shark diving and.
Now, sharks seem especially dangerous. There are animals, you can look them in the eye, you can see humanity, for lack of a better word.
True.
A shark, it's just a dead eye.
No, come on.
I mean,
to me, they're supermodels.
Okay, same difference. I rest my case. I rest my case.
Oh, man.
Have you ever shot a condor before? Is this your first time?
This is my first time photographing condors.
You know, when I did the Tonight Show, some of my favorite segments were the wild animal segments.
Yeah?
Lions, tigers, birds.
I love that.
I haven't really seen a condor up close, so this will be exciting for me too. Maybe we'll get to handle one, so it'll be pretty cool.
I would love that. I would love seeing you to handle one.
I'd love to handle one. I like animals, and a lot of them are delicious.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey Joseph, I'm Jay. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Jay, pleased to meet you.
I'm Amber. Nice to meet you.
Very pleased to meet you. Each year we trap condors to monitor their health. We put transmitters on them to help track their movements. So Jay, I'd love you to come help out.
I'd love to do that.
All right, this is our flight pen.
Okay.
This is where we've trapped a bunch of condors over the last week.
The California condor is the largest land bird in the U.S. Adults weigh more than 20 pounds and have a wingspan of nearly 10 feet. That's wider than a city bus.
We're gonna try to get one of these condors in a net. It's a bit like catching a butterfly, but a whole lot bigger.
These massive birds are like vultures on steroids. They'll eat pretty much any dead animal they find, sometimes consuming 5 pounds of food in one sitting.
You don't want to play dead. That's the worst thing you can do.
Back in the 80s, condors were classified extinct in the wild. But as their population has increased, they've moved up to critically endangered, thanks in large part to these guys with the nets.
So I've got the condor by its head, and I've wrapped its wings up, and I'm keeping its feet pinned like that. So this is an adult condor. It's probably about 7 or 8 years old.
I know they live to be, what, almost 60 years old, some of them?
Yeah,
Can they mate that whole period?
Well, the oldest bird that we know the age of, he's in his 50s,
right,
and he's still reproducing.
Wow.
He's in captive breeding. He's at LA Zoo.
Yeah.
Well, let's go have a seat, and we'll get this bird checked out.
Let's do it.
All right. So, Amber, you're gonna take the bird's legs and hold them out like the bird was flying. And then, Jay, I'm gonna set the condor in your lap.
Okay.
So let's get your your arm around the body.
Okay.
Hold the back of the head right like so.
Okay, there we go.
And you are holding a Condor, sir.
we are.
Look at that. You're a natural, Jay.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
So the blood samples that we're collecting are the same way that a child might get tested for lead poisoning. We're doing the same thing with condors. Condors get lead poisoning from animals that have been shot with lead bullets.
Wow.
So that was part of the decline for condors. We're working really hard with the hunting community to use non-lead alternatives. Same way that we no longer use lead in gasoline.
Right. Yeah. It's incredibly warm.
Yeah, the body temperature of a condor just naturally is about 102.
I read somewhere that they actually wee on their legs to keep it clean. Is that true?
Yeah.
No, they wee on my leg.
To keep themselves cool on hot days, they do something called urohydrosis, which essentially means weeing on their legs.
Yeah. Now, we're going to release this guy?
Yeah, obviously very healthy. We're not seeing any signs of lead poisoning. So we're ready to get this condor back out into the wild.
Got it.
Here we go. And you can see them as they fly. They don't really flap their wings all that often.
Not at all.
They're like a hang glider. They're using those air currents coming up out of the canyon to keep themselves aloft.
That felt good for me. Very freeing.
Well, Joseph, thank you very much. This has really been informative. You're just doing great work out here. And we will slowly, quietly take off in our Bollinger and clear. And,
thank you.
Yeah, we won't disturb anything.
No.
Except for that noisy camera that clicking.
I'm sorry.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you'll find videos from all your favorite CNBC shows. Be sure to subscribe by clicking right here. Click on the videos around me and watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.